time zone, everyone, and welcome to the first impressions look into the Precinct, a sort of GTA OG style game by the looks of the visuals and whatnot. But you're you're a cop apparently. This developer is Fallen Tree Games. Fallen Tree Games have made games such as American Fugitive, Quell Memento, Quell Zen, Quell High Rise Heroes, Word Challenge, Quell Reflect, Swapperoo, and of course, you know. So they haven't made they made puzzle games, and the developer, I mean the publisher anyway, Koali has published games like Void Rots and Hordes of Hunger Hordes of Hunger. Let's see, and then there is the Spirit of the Samurai, and then let's see, they've also made, well, Spirit of the Samurai is coming out in 2024 still, and Void Outright recently released. And they also published RoboBeat, a game that we covered here on the First Impressions list. The First Impressions series. Wildmender and In Sync, a co-op escape prologue, Scathe, Eternal Hope, and the Coin Game. So yeah, they've been experimenting with games and such and whatnot. But yeah, let's start this bad boy here and see where we get at. I don't know if this game is. I don't know if this game is controller supported. Let me check right now. Oh, it is controller supported. Fantastic. Let's. Okay, graphics, physical frame rate. Nah, let's get 60 frames. Okay, cool, awesome. Let's go. The Precinct. Work in progress. I mentioned GTA, like classic GTA, not like, you know, the PlayStation 2 era, but I'm talking about the original GTA games where it was like top down. So it seems to, from my perspective, it takes that inspiration.
Welcome to Averno City. It may look peaceful from here, but trust me, it's rotten to the bone. That's where we come in, Averno's finest. We swore an oath to protect this city, to look out for the citizens walking those streets below. There's bad guys, and there's good guys. And then there's us, all balancing on a knife edge, fighting each other just to survive. But it's a fight we're losing, and everybody knows it. We're understaffed, underpaid, and overworked. Worse than that, we got targets on our backs, and every low-life punk and thug thinks they can take aim. Heck, a few of us might even deserve those targets. Not all of Averno's finest are that fine. We got our fair share of rot too. What good is an oath of honor if you got no honor to betray? But me, I believe in the badge. That chunk of metal means something. And hey, some days the good guys come out on top. But most days not so much. All the while, the fight rages on. The lucky ones get a flag and a plaque. The unlucky ones get a flag and a 21-gun salute. Why do we do it? Truth is, for some of us, it's all we know. But for others, it's in our blood.
and they remain at large. Chandler, Sayers, you're covering downtown. Keep 'em peeled. These guys are no joke.
You got it, boss.
All right, I know you're dying to get out there.
Can't wait.
But before you all charge into the blue, I want to introduce you to our newest tender lamb fresh out of the academy.
Bah! Where's Bo Peep when you need her?
Yeah, I could tell you where she was last night.
This
Damn.
officer graduated from the academy at the top of his class.
Yeah, that and 50 cents will get you a cup of coffee.
And Nick Cordell Jr.
What? No way.
will obviously have some big shoes to fill.
Jesus, what the...
Seriously?
They assigned him here?
Kowalski, if I may, I don't have to tell anyone in here about the late Chief Cordell, his stellar record, the respect you had for him, his untimely death. I especially don't have to tell Recruit Officer Cordell, who's lived with it every day of the last 5 years. But there is one thing I do want to remind you of. Every single one of you took an oath to protect this city, its residents, and your fellow brothers in blue. That's what matters. I don't care what your last name is, who your daddy was, or who you hang out with on your day off. Our worth comes from what we do, not who we know. I want you to welcome Officer Cordell, but I'm not asking you to take it easy on him.
On it.
Or hard on him. He's a cop, just like you, just like me. We're the ones out there making the hard choices, and those choices are what make us who we are. And Cordell, you're gonna have to learn the streets and the precinct the same way these mooks did. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Crystal, sir. Absolutely, sir.
Thank you, officers. Watch Commander.
Appreciated, Chief. Sergeant Kelly,
Yeah, boss?
the rook's with you.
I pulled the last one
Why do you think I'm giving you this one?
because I did something in a past life.
You did something. I'll alert the media. All right, squad. Let's get out there and make Averno City proud.
Yes, ma'am.
Time to pound pavement.
Come on, Rook. Let's go for a drive.
Oh, okay. Love the visuals for this. Wow.
Time to hit the streets.
Oh. That's weird. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow, the visuals for this
Welcome
is...
to the ACPD, kid. Time for our first mission, sustenance. But, you can drive. My hip's been acting up lately. Oh, and, don't worry about the fellas. They like to act tough, but that's just 'cause they don't have my natural good looks and winning personality.
Right, who's the routed cop in the precinct? Brake, accelerate, reverse steer, yeah.
I bet you learn all kinds of fancy driving at the academy, but
Oh
for
my
now,
God.
let's just take it slow and steady. Don't want to scratch the paint job on your first day. Swing by the hot dog stand in Chinatown. There's a parking bay there.
Wow, the visuals are really good for a work in progress. Not bad. You know what? Let me turn this down just a tad bit.
Good job, rookie. Time for some chow.
Okay.
Ah, tube steak. Breakfast of champions. How'd you take yours, kid?
The works.
A maximalist. I can respect that. What's the damage, Fareed?
Leo, my friend. For you, no charge.
Fareed, you old softy. You earn that tip every time,
RPG
don't you?
choices. Interesting.
Breathe it in, kid. Best part of the day. Besides, you can't patrol on an empty stomach. You know, your old man liked his dogs too. Ah, of course you do. We came up through the academy together. Took different paths when we got on the force, though. He wasn't gonna let anything get in his way. And me, well, let's just say, water finds its level, and my level is, easy mode.
Nah. It's totally sus.
Central to all units, bank robbery in progress. Mercer ACB Bank on
Why
Mercer
do
Street,
we have to
shots
hear the...
fired.
Ah, Christ on a crutch. Another beautiful moment ruined. Oh well, that's what they're paying us for, right? Central, this is Unit 84, responding code 3.
10-484, be advised, suspects are heavily armed. Approach with caution.
Okay, kid. You wanted the real deal? This is it.
Let's see how the AI reacts to... okay, okay. A bit of a realism there. Most games won't... Most games with a cop system wouldn't do this. I mean, in a realistic sense, right? Aim, shoot, reload, enter cover. Okay. Get to cover. Okay, is
Now
it...
remember, they get one warning. If they don't throw them down, we take them down. Get ready. Police! Freeze! Drop your weapon! Morons! Doesn't look like they're gonna give us a choice.
Interesting.
Light them up!
Interesting combat system.
Target is down.
Copy that, Kelly.
Drop the weapon.
Received.
Nice.
This is Bree Bookman in the ACTV Eye in the Sky, the #1 news chopper in Averno City. We're downtown where police are engaged in a fierce shootout following yet another bank robbery. It's not clear yet whether this is the notorious August gang or... hold on. There's movement at the back of the building. More criminals coming out. They're boarding a vehicle. It's a dark van and it... oh my goodness. Keep it tuned to ACTV, folks. Looks like we're in for a police pursuit.
Close the gap, Boots. Put your foot down, Boot.
Reporting complimentary, staying close to a suspect in pursuit. We have another person request support. Okay.
Assistance is available. Units in pursuit. Stinger is deployed.
Ah, we got the car. We got the van. Suspect the vehicle is a danger. Lives are authorized to use it not to harm civilians. Well, I mean, the car is tipped over.
He's crashed.
There is an ability to plea. They will surrender. Determined suspects may not respond to voiceover.
Hey, you!
Suspect is down.
10-484.
84 to Central. We got a
Nice.
10-15. Pursuit has been terminated.
Copy that, 84. All units stand down. I repeat, stand down.
You did good, kid. Not everyone handles a pursuit like that on their first day.
They even tell you the street name too. That's really nice. But man, the visuals and everything. I wonder if this is this has to be using Unreal Engine. Man. Oh, that's cool. There's like an actual animation. And what are new? Greater regularly evading red rights? No.
Come on, Cordell. There's someone I want you to meet. Mean Gene? What's today's major malfunction?
Oh, the usual. Misfiled evidence, sloppy dockets, illegible handwriting, contaminated evidence. I'm surprised some of your friends here made it out of grade school.
Cordell, meet Eugene, our evidence guy.
Eugene Papadopoulos at your service. Did Kelly try the old, "you drive, my hip hurts" routine on you yet?
Hey!
Thought so. He doesn't tend to lift a finger unless there's a gun drawn or a chance he might get pizza. Anyway, my job's to know where everything is, which basically means tracking down whatever you humps misfile, mislabel, or otherwise misplace.
We do our best.
Oh, I'm well aware of this unit's, limitations. Anyway, when you collect any evidence, you come see me. I'll make sure it's safe.
You're a peach, Gene. Never change.
Wasn't planning on it.
All right, kid. You did good today. But that won't mean a fart in a windstorm tomorrow. I'm out of here. I'll see you in the morning. Unless I die in my sleep. God, that sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Enter shift at your desk. Nice.
Morning, Cordell. Tidy work yesterday. Keep that up and you'll be leaving Kelly in the dust before he even has time to retire.
Love you too, Kowalski.
I know we dropped you right into the thick of it on your first day, but fundamentals are important too.
What she means to say is that parking tickets are how the city pays the bills.
Come on, Kelly, you know that isn't true. This city hasn't paid its bills in years. Regardless, today is gonna be about old-fashioned police work. You're gonna walk a beat and maybe straighten out a little bit of this bent old city.
Check your handbook for the violations to look out for.
Okay, littering, graffiti vandalism, littering, parking violation. Okay.
Let's go clean up the streets.
Let's tell you some parking violation. Obstructed a fire hydrant opposite the flow of traffic, too close to a crossing, on the sidewalk, in a no parking zone, parking meter expired. Okay.
There are 6 different parking violations to look for. Blocking a hydrant, parking in the opposite direction of traffic, too close to a crossing or on the sidewalk. Oh, and of course, parking in the no parking zone. Oh, and don't forget expired parking meters. Just be sure a vehicle is parked illegally before issuing a ticket. You can't take it back. Ah, here's one. Can you see what parking violation this bozo is committing? Good job. The handbook shows all the
Oh,
violation
doesn't matter
types.
which spot.
Come on,
Okay.
let's check some parking meters.
Nice. Yeah, there's actual RPG systems in this game. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
People are allowed to use parking
So
bays.
I suspect there's gonna be like 2 endings to this game. One where you're a good cop, and one where you probably take over the precinct, but where, well, the both good and the bad ending is probably you either take over the precinct as an honest cop, or you're gonna be a crooked cop and take over the precinct. You know.
Until the meter
So-
expires. When you
I
inspect
could always
the
see
meter,
that being a
0
prospect.
minutes
If,
remaining,
especially this game has RPG systems, or at least sort of choice-making RPG systems. I can see that
expired.
happening.
It's worth checking the meters at bays that are in use. There's a lot of people who don't like to pay their dues these days.
Or it's always gonna be the last one. Oh, really?
Is it expired? Give him a ticket. Hey, you're getting the hang of this ticketing.
And I'm glad they make it easy for you to like identify.
You'll come across different crimes as you walk your beat. You could be issuing parking tickets 1 minute, and chasing an armed thug the next. My advice, be prepared for anything.
It's gonna happen to those two, isn't it?
Will you look at this? Write 'em up. You're a natural.
Oh,
Let's carry on.
I thought they were gonna start fighting and then.
Got eyes on a vandal. Go handle it, kid. Central, be advised of property vandalism in our vicinity.
Each crime you deal with will be assigned lethal. Your mistress must be exceeded. Levels are, yeah. If a mission calls no force, then don't use force. But if a mission does call for anything above green, then yeah. Okay, so restraining force. Okay.
Excellent. That handbook will help you stick to the rules. We should check for any more spray can bandits nearby. Graffiti is a type of vandalism, and only warrants a fine. Picasso there surrendered as soon as he saw us, so we didn't need to arrest him. That said, some criminals like to try their luck. They might throw a few punches, or they might take off. Both of those are arrestable offenses. Even if the initial crime only warrants a fine, once a perp commits an arrestable crime, you gotta make the arrest. There's one. You know what to do.
Don't make it worse for yourself.
Whoa! Got a wild one here. Try to restrain him.
Thanks, game. You could have.
You're coming with me.
You got this, partner.
Jesus.
All right, that's enough.
Call an escort unit to take our suspect to the precinct.
So here comes the escort unit.
Let's walk back to the station, but keep our eyes peeled.
Don't make it worse for yourself.
Deal with this mope, and then we'll call it a day.
This is our indicate by blue meter voiceover.
Get
Yeah,
after it.
yeah.
Don't
I
make it
kind of
worse for
figured.
yourself. Hey, you.
What is? It has to be a sprint button. Okay. I'm like, what the hell? Where's the sprint button? And the game's slightly late on the game. The game was kind of slightly late
Hold it.
on doing.
Don't make it worse for yourself. You have the right to remain silent.
Evading arrest. Probable cause for arrest.
Might as well escort this brain box ourselves.
Okay. And shift at your desk. That's gotta be a turning point in this demo, and the demo's gonna end, isn't it? There's probably gonna be like a hostage situation that we have to resolve peacefully. Oh, I could be wrong.
In any case, we're going to need to keep this quiet, even here in the shop. This is not for general consumption.
Got it.
Ah, Cordell, come in. I want you to meet Detectives Lee and Ferreira, our top investigators working the organized crime beat.
Heard about your baptism by fire at the bank the other day.
Yeah, log 200 more like that, and you'll be a real Averno cop.
I don't know, look at him. I think he's got it in his bones. It's good to meet you, Cordell. Your pop was one of my heroes.
That'll be all, gentlemen. So, Cordell, it seems your work at the bank the other day turned up a promising lead. We discovered a print on a dropped weapon. It matched someone who wasn't even at the scene. A Mr. Michael McKenzie, rich guy, lives in a mansion on the north side. Tactical paid him a visit a few minutes ago, but it seems he was tipped off. As soon as they breached, he sped off out the back. We're scrambling an aerial unit to track the vehicle now.
Excuse me, sir. Bird is fueled, ready for wheels up in 2.
Martinez, this is Officer Cordell. He'll be with you on this operation.
A rookie, sir? Is this the right time for...
It's the right time for you to obey orders, Flight Officer.
Yes, sir. See you up top, Cordell. We gotta move.
I authorized you on this mission because I was impressed by your performance at the bank, Cordell. Don't make me regret this decision. Now get up there.
Let's go, Rook. We don't got all day.
I'm glad that we're doing like different things other than the usual op stuff, you know, street stuff and all that. I'm glad that we actually get to do more, you know.
Suspect vehicle identified in Fenwick intersection 6. Suspect vehicle was last. There he is. Whoa, he is moving. Hawk 12, maintain position behind target vehicle. You know how to work a spotlight? Keep it glued to the perp and call in backup as you need it. Call in ground support to catch these guys. Affirmative, backup is inbound.
Up. What's he doing?
Ten more units on their way. Steady. We've lost visual. Suspect vehicle was last seen in Litchfield.
God damn it, you two. You almost had it.
Acknowledged backup en route.
I wonder how much backup can we call before they said, nope, no, can't do.
Hawk 12 to central aerial pursuit has been terminated. Hawk 12, you are cleared to return to command.
Nice. Oh. I was wondering where the...
Increase altitude. Not bad, Rook. Not bad at all.
Excellent police work, Cordell. Let's hope it gives us something solid to go on before the August gang strikes again.
Oh, wow. That's the end of the... Huh, interesting. Oh, I guess that's what the voiceover thing was to let people... So that's what the voiceover was, to when the blue meter goes down, that means it's no longer resisting arrest. But I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this demo. This demo has, this game has a lot of potential, especially if you're looking for more cop-based simulator games. Man, there was a lot I played in the past. But yeah, this is a fresh change. But definitely, if you're looking for something like this, then I definitely recommend it. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but it's only rough when it comes to like explanatory things, like as silly as it sounds, because that was just that one time. But it would be nice to have like, hopefully there's like a section in the precinct where we can just practice basic stuff and all that. But if you enjoyed this first impressions of the precinct, then leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. This game is gonna be released on, once I get a load for this, looks like it's gonna be released around the winter time, Q4 2024. This is from the developers of Fallen Tree Games and the publisher Koali. And I will see you on the next first impressions video. Bye bye.